Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Conquest Gaming. Today, we're going to add to our Builder series, and I'm going to show you a nice wall I've come up with. Castle wall. So, let's start with, I build a lot on pillars now because of the template thing. So let's start with our foundations there like that. Our ceilings. Then we go out like that. Put our triangles in. Okay. Then we'll get that skinned up. Okay. And this is usually where people get a little like frustrated because you never know how many you want to go out. But I have found that if you go one, two, we need a support pillar, two, three, another support pillar, then we'll go one, two, three, and another support pillar. That is usually a good number, 6, especially for the wall that I usually use. Then we're going to go with that and place that there, and then put our support. Now we can finish going around for our tower. And around for our tower with the triangles. Okay, let's get this set in here. Alright, so now we're going to grab our walls and we're going to put a door there and a door there. Then we're going to come across like that. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then do 3 across the top here. And we're doing it this way because if you wanted to put a gate in the middle, you could just get those out of there and put it in. But there's that. So then we're going to go up by 3, up by 3, go up by 1, 3, 3, 1, 3, and depending on where you're building, and how you're building your walls. Like if I was to do a square right here, I would put a door there. And then take this up like that. For the build series, I'm going to just pretend that we're going to take this back right there. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and do the same thing on this side. We're going to do door there, do a ceiling there, get back to our walls. And we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you can hear it in the background, I apologize. I have the air conditioner going on me, so I don't overheat. There we go. 1. No, don't want that there right now. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now this build is going to be used with the, or built with the Castle Crafts and Structures mod, just so you're aware. So we're going to get out our window, and we're going to place those in. Okay, there's that. And then we're going to take these walls one more up. Alright, so that's going to be that. Then right here, we take it across here like that. And then we bring our wall down by 1. Okay. So there's the basic outline so far. Now what we're going to do is from here, actually let's get this all skinned up first. So we want the trim for these windows. And then the rest is Oops. Alright, so there's that. Let's skin that. Let's see if we can get this done in within the hour that I have for my recording. Oops. Doing stuff like that's going to slow us down, though. Okay, then we flip that, curve that, right here. Use that one, and that like that. Do the same thing over here. Alright. So there's the basic outline. Now we add our details. So we get out our rail and we run a rail all the way around here. And of course it would continue along there and around the other towers if you did a square. Now you can do it, and I would recommend, if you're using the round towers like this, go ahead and put walls back there, because you can place a railing on a quarter wall. It would just eliminate those gaps down there. I'm not really that worried about it, because it is just a showcase, and you can't really see it, so we do that. Then we come up here and we grab our rail. And we want to put them down there, like so. And then we also want to put one on top. So double rails. And this is why. Let's get our trim skin out. And we're going to trim all these. Then we're going to get our regular skin out. And we're going to skin these. And then we're going to change the variation. So now you have the doubles. So that makes for a good, nice, thick top wall. Then we'll do the same thing on this side. And even if you don't use it for a castle wall, it's still a good, it could still be used as a good wall. Let's get our trim, get that in there, and get our other trim. It also saves you from having the gap that's usually right there on the with the battlements. Now I figured this out a little bit ago, earlier today, watching Aaron use these instead of those ones. And I was watching, I was like, you know, actually maybe this will work. Okay, and then you get your stairs here. Those on each side. And then we'll get our rails, put the rails in. Nope, that's not where I wanted that rail. Okay, now put our floors in here. And then we'll skin that. And now right here, we are going to run that same pattern all the way around. It's a little tricky, but they will fall into place if you just get the right angle on it. Now we can go across the top. Okay, go ahead and skin that. Nope, wrong one. I want the lower one to be that. There we go. Then we get in here. And skin all these, and then we'll change their variant. Look at that. Those things got some nice, solid tops. I think we need those in there, though. Yeah. One there. One there. Skin that. But it was him squishing a bug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a bug crawling across his desk. Alright, and then we just do the same thing on this side here. Okay. Now on these towers, you can either leave them open like they are, which isn't a bad idea. If you're building something out here, you can always makeshift yourself some kind of stair system, ladder system going up, or you can make the swirling stairs going up, which I will do one of those because I'll show you the way I like to do it. But first we got to get our battlements up in here. Alright, let's get our trim skin. I love the fact that it just goes right in there without any trouble. I did ask Aaron Longstaff at one point to see if we could get a variant of that, but he said with the way it lines up, it would be too difficult to get them to line up correctly, which kind of sucked because it would be pretty cool looking right there. And then on this inside, you can pretty much do whatever you want. Like me personally, I would go like that. do a regular rail here with the, nope, wrong pillar. I would do the I would do that. And then skin those. Now I do wish, and I tried asking him today, but it's hard for him to keep track on his streams. But I was really hoping that he would see my message and make it to where we can paint these. I really wish we could paint these so that I could paint some of my other castles. I use them a lot, but they're unpaintable. And then up here, I would just do, let's see, get this out. Just do some of these. This way, that way, this way, that way. Get the trim out. That just makes an arc. And then of course, if you do that, you'd have to take these out. Well, no. Put those back now. And then what I would do is I would get the tall pillar, slap it there, there. Maybe go up a little more there, just so it's a solid. I won't be able to skin those, but actually I will. Let's take those out and those out. And we will skin those. And then put our walls back. And that just gives it a little more character there. Oh. So yeah, that's what I would do. Something along those lines, you know. And then maybe, you know, you want it to step up into a courtyard or something, you know, that's really up to you. I'm just showing you the wall that I like to build. Now right here, I'm going to show you the stairway I like to do when building my tower. So it's just this, all the way up. If you do this though, just be mindful of where your windows are and your stairway on the top. There's been so many times that I've been building and, well, By the time I got to the top, I realized that I was too close to that. We got really lucky on this one because it lined up perfect. We put those back in there. Okay, and then we skin that all the way down. And then we get our rails. And we take those up. And we only go to right there. That is where I stop. And I will show you why. If we get this, because you don't want an open area. So you get this. No, that's the wrong way. You get your shallow slope walls. Then your quarter walls. Then your walls. You place that there. Then you can skin all that. Then we get our gun back out. Change those to stairs. Change this to an arch. Then we get our rails back out and we throw some up top here. Just so we don't fall down. And there's your entrance to the tower. And then you can do that same thing on this side if you want. The way I did it was I went, oh, they're different, aren't they? No. I just went to here. And I went all the way up. I'm not going to do it because you guys have already seen how I do it. Actually, why not? Yeah, we'll do it real quick. We got plenty of time left for the episode, so let's just throw it in there. And what's cool is it gives you a little spot right here to look out that window. I know I haven't done a build series episode in a while. I've been really busy and my work is cutting into my recording time, so I try to cram as much as I can in on the weekends. So I just haven't been able to get that done. I do have a regular full-time job. I'm not like some of these streamers that make a bunch of money off their streams. I actually don't make. I have one Patreon member, but yeah. If I could get a lot more or get enough, now I'd still work a job. I'm one of those people. I'd have to be doing something. But, you know, this is more of just a hobby for me. I enjoy doing it. I would not want to be obligated to do it, but I do have a Patreon, and any money raised on the Patreon will go towards the channel. Games, updates, DLC, eventually better streaming equipment and stuff like that. That is the goal. Also, as I said in my my newest, it's not out yet, but it's my newest Medieval Dynasty episode. If I get enough funds coming in on the Patreon, then I don't have a problem with buying like DLCs, keeping the code, and giving it to people, giving it away. Doing tournaments or competitions and giving away content. If I do that enough, maybe eventually we could get a sponsor. And they give out free codes that I can give out to people. But for now, this is what we got. Right, let me go Windows, Windows. Okay. Yep. Yeah. No, we'll just keep those regular doors. There we go. We go up here. And we'll put that door in there. And then we go on this side and put these ones in. We do want to be inside when we do it. Okay. And we get our door back out. Do the windows. Okay. And then we need the doors again. There. There. And there we go. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Take a look at my Patreon account, Knights of Conquest. And stay tuned. Keep an eye out for our next build episode. Until then, Rowan Conquest, signing out.